Imagine waking up to find out that someone just walked away with hundreds of millions of dollars without firing a single shot. What kind of mastermind pulls off the biggest heist in the world and gets away with it? In today's video, we diving deep into the story of the biggest heists ever pulled off, jaw-dropping crimes that shook entire governments, broke security systems we thought were unbreakable, and rewrote the rules of organized crime. But it's more than just a tale of muniettes, a lesson in human ambition, deception, and how far people will go when the stakes are sky. We'll break down the biggest heists in history, from infamous bank robberies to modern-day cyber heists, and cover how they were planned, who pulled the strings, and what they teach us about loopholes in our systems. Stick around till the end, because you'll discover just how close some of these criminals came to total freedom, and how they slipped up. Point 1. The Antwerp Diamond Heist. The heist of the century. First up is the mind-blowing Antwerp Diamond Heist of 2003. A crew of Italian thieves, led by Leonardo, spent years planning to rob the Antwerp World Diamond Center, one of the most secure vaults on Earth. How they bypassed motion detectors, heat sensors, and magnetic locks using homemade tools. The gang rented an office in the building 2 years before the heist to study security routines. They stole over $100 million in diamonds, gold, and jewelry, most of which was never recovered. This heist teaches us how even the most secure systems can be beaten by patience, human error, and inside knowledge. What do you think is more dangerous, a brilliant plan or someone on the inside? Comment below. The Great Brinks Robbery, America's biggest cash heist. Next, let's rewind to Boston. 11 men pulled off what was then the biggest cash heist in U.S. history. $2.7 million from the Brinks Armored Car Depot, worth over $30 million today. The robbers wore Halloween masks, copied the vault keys, and timed the robbery to the minute. For years, the FBI struggled to catch them until one member cracked under pressure and the loot, most of it, was never found. Back then, technology was primitive compared to today, but human greed and betrayal haven't changed. Would you risk your freedom for a payday like that? Let me know in the comments honestly. The Banco Central burglary, the biggest bank robbery. Description. In 2005 in Fortaleza, Brazil, a gang dug a 256-foot tunnel under 2 city blocks to break into the Banco Central vault and stole about $70 million in cash. They disguised the tunnel as a gardening business front. The tunnel was reinforced, air-conditioned, and wired with lights. They've removed 3.5 tons of Brazilian real notes by hand. This was more than a bank job, it was an engineering marvel and a testament to sheer determination. Drop emoji if you think this was the boldest heist so far. The Lufthansa Heist. Organized crime goes big. New York, 1978. The Lufthansa heist at JFK Airport inspired the movie Good. Mobsters made off with $5 million in cash and $875,000 in jewelry, over $25 million today. Masterminded by Jimmy Burke, an associate of the Lucchese crime family. The heist was so clean that the FBI had no leads until the crew started turning on each other. The aftermath: witness murders, mafia trials, and one of the most infamous organized crime cases in U.S. history, shows how greed and distrust can unravel even the perfect plan. Ever watched Goodfellas? What's your favorite mafia movie? Drop it below. The Bangladesh Bank Cyber Heist. Heists in the digital age. Description. Physical vaults aren't the only targets anymore. In 2016, hackers stole $81 million from Bangladesh's central bank by exploiting SWIFT, the international banking system. They used phishing emails to get login credentials. The attackers almost stole $1 billion. But a typo in a transfer request raised red flags. Experts say the crime had links to North Korean state hackers. This proves that the biggest heist in the world may not involve masks or tunnels, but a keyboard, and it could happen again. Does cybercrime scare you more than traditional heists? Let's hear your take. Today we uncovered how the biggest heists, from diamond vaults and armored trucks to high-tech cyber theft, are pulled off by people who are patient, meticulous, and sometimes terrifyingly brilliant. But most importantly, they show that every system has a weakness, and someone, somewhere, is looking to find it. So, what is the biggest heist in the world tell us? That sometimes the greatest threat isn't a masked robber with a gunit, the mastermind who knows the loopholes we never see. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world's biggest heists, smash that like button, share this with a friend who loves true crime, and hit subscribe so you don't miss our next story. And hey, tell us in the comments, which heist blew your mind the most? Who do you think pulled off the boldest heist ever? And if you had to plan one, how would you do it? Let's see your perfect plan. Keep it fun and legal, folks.